You let an AI coding agent loose on your local project, and within seconds, it starts auto-deleting files and overwriting core logic until your terminal is a wall of red errors. The larger threat is invisible. Without a safety net, that same agent can accidentally sweep up your hard-coded API keys and absolute personal file paths, pushing them straight to a public network. We are going to walk through a 6-minute standard operating procedure to build a secure local Git infrastructure designed specifically to bypass macOS security hurdles and sandbox your AI. This baseline creates the boundary needed to delegate work to an autonomous agent while keeping your production code safe. Step 1 is relocating your workspace. Most developers drop their coding projects straight into their Mac's documents or desktop folders. macOS protects those specific directories with the TCC, or Transparency, Consent, and Control Protocol. If an AI agent attempts to scan files in these folders, the system actively blocks it, returning an "Operation Not Permitted" error. To bypass this permission conflict entirely, move your entire project directory to a neutral user root, like a new folder named Code right in your home directory. This also gets your files out of iCloud synced directories. iCloud constantly syncs in the background, which frequently corrupts hidden .git version history files. Now that the folder is safe, we sanitize the files. We have to strip out any plain text API keys or absolute user paths. We replace them with relative paths and os.getenv commands. Next, your .getignore file explicitly blocks .env files, .pem keys, and AI cache directories like .claude, so they never get tracked. By combining this physical directory isolation with strict file-level ignore rules, you create a safe sandbox. The AI can operate freely without triggering system alarms or exposing raw secrets. Your code is clean, but your identity is not. Every time you make a local Git commit, your real email address is permanently hard-coded into the public version history. To mask this, go into your GitHub email settings. Check the box that says, "Keep my email addresses private." GitHub will generate a virtual, anonymous email address ending in noreply.github.com. Copy that virtual address, open your terminal, and use the git-config-global user.email command to bind it to your local Git configuration. With your identity masked, we can push the repository to the cloud. The fastest and most secure method is using the official GitHub CLI tool, so you never have to leave the terminal. When you run ghauth-login, you receive an 8-digit verification code. This code expires extremely fast. If you take too long, you will hit a 404 timeout error in your browser. If you hit that timeout, just go back to the terminal, hit Ctrl-C to abort the process, and immediately rerun the command to generate a fresh token. Once authenticated, run repo create. Make sure you follow the prompts to categorize the initial push strictly as a private repository. Masking the email and enforcing a private cloud push ensures that even if an AI leaks sensitive data, it stays within a repository that only you can access. Let's look at a sudden disaster scenario. You instruct the AI agent to execute a massive multi-file refactor. It runs the changes, but the resulting code is completely broken. Before you panic, run git status. This command shows you the exact blast radius of the AI's uncommitted modifications across your directory. To instantly wipe out all of those uncommitted changes, type git restore . Your entire directory reverts back to the clean state of your last commit. If the broken AI code was already committed to your history, use get reset -hard head. This forces the repository back to your last known good state and discards the flawed commit. When you possess this precise rollback capability, AI collaboration is no longer a dangerous high-wire act. You have a perfectly safe environment for aggressive iteration. You now have 3 core pillars in place: a safe project root directory, a strict .env shield protecting your credentials, and an anonymous private cloud vault. You also have your get rollback commands ready to deploy as an instant revert for your project, letting you fearlessly test the AI's limits. This infrastructure provides the stability needed to scale your output using AI agents, while maintaining a reliable record of every change.